All right, folks, we're tracking the potential for a bit of some wintry weather here in Hampton Roads for the second half of our upcoming weekend. But depending on which model you look at, it has a drastically different scenario. So at this point in time, Thursday evening, model uncertainty remains quite high with massive disagreement amongst all of our computer models here for that second half of the weekend threat. But if it does snow at this time, likely a lower impact event. What's happening, much like what we saw earlier this week, that was looking like it would snow Wednesday night and a Thursday. We've got two areas of the jet stream that are not phasing together. As a result, the energy is dispersed over a larger area, meaning a weaker system would be likely. And models are indicating that may be what happens as we get into this weekend. So that would lower our snow threat. But there's still time for it to go in the other direction. So check back frequently for some updates as we head through the next 24 to 36 hours. And what's actually going to help us with our models to get a little more agreement here, hurricane hunters are flying recon aircraft off the southeast coastline to get a better feel for the upper levels of the atmosphere and how things may set up for a pending southeast snowstorm. So that should help our models get a little bit more accurate, a little more data to ingest into those models. Speaking of the models, here's a snow potential with the GFS, which has been remarkably consistent showing this storm over the last 48 hours. It continues to do so with its most recent run with a snapshot of it Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, the European model saying not so much. This one has been drifting away from a snowy scenario here in southeastern Virginia and northeastern North Carolina, I'd say over the last 12 hours or so. And this most recent run leans towards a weaker system farther to the east and a lack of any cold air, showing whatever does fall would likely be on the rain side of things, and it would be on the lighter side. According to the Euro here, doesn't mean it's set in stone. Here's how our models see in terms of snowfall accumulations. And we are now within range of the NAM model. So I'll show you three different solutions here. NAM is just as snowy as the GFS output right now. Between 1 and 3 inches of snow would be a possibility. Meanwhile, the Euro shows virtually nothing. So you can see the massive disagreement here during that amount of time. Now, I want to show you here the model ensemble probabilities in regards to snowfall accumulations. Now, with the European model, there are 51 ensemble members. With the GFS, there are 31. That means there are 51 runs of the Euro, 31 runs of the GFS, where we tweak the variables ever so slightly to get a different outcome. And what you're seeing here are the percentages of those runs that show at least an inch of snow. Of the Euro, 51 model members, nearly half, 40%, show at least an inch of snow. GFS is slightly higher. Half of all of those ensemble members show a half inch. And the Canadian coming on in on the lower end with roughly a third of its members showing an inch of snow, and 3 inches of snow is even lower. So this lends to the saying that I mentioned, that it would be a low-end event for us, a low-impact event with modest snowfall totals being a possibility. Let's walk through the different computer models. So here's the GFS model. We'll start Saturday evening, going on through Sunday again, showing cold air in place, ample amounts of moisture falling as a predominantly snow situation for us here, according to the GFS, moving on out Sunday evening and gone by early Monday morning. And then the European model doesn't show the phasing of the systems, a weaker system, the center of it well offshore, and just some residual moisture on the northwestern side, glancing us for a very glancing blow of some light precipitation, maybe a wintry mix, by Sunday late morning, gone by Sunday afternoon. So right now, the weekend forecast looks like this. We're in the mid-50s, briefly milder ahead of a cold front arriving midday Saturday, bringing us an isolated shower chance. On Sunday, colder, and we'll put about a 40% chance on some wintry weather here, breaking on out by early afternoon, according to the GFS, a little earlier, according to the European. Right now, chances are low to medium with low forecast confidence for this point in time with the model disagreement. Check back frequently for more updates.